Hello, everybody, and welcome to Iowa Speedway here in the Vantage Pro Series Playoffs, race number 2 of the first round. We have a qualifying on the way. I am Nico, and with me, as usual, back in the booth, is Purge.
How we doing, everybody?
Oh, it's going to be a good one. I have a feeling. I have a feeling in my bones as the sun starts to set here at Iowa Speedway. Qualifying about to get underway. Purge, any predictions for this race?
I want to be honest. I have no predictions as of now. This is actually the first time I've seen this track on iRacing. I don't think I've ever watched a race at Iowa itself. So I'm just hoping we get a great race here today.
Yeah, let's hope we can get some good racing out there. We have a bigger field than we did last week. As the playoffs continue, these guys don't want to miss the cut. Kurt Bray missed last week. We'll look at the standings here as we get closer to the start of the race. But yeah, should be a good one. Qualifying, 5 minutes to set your 2 fastest laps. Michelle right now goes fastest. Kurt Bray is second. Sean Purcell is third, and they're trickling in as we continue. Parker Vance returns this week. He's been gone for a little while, so that should be fun. As Kyle goes fastest, Kyle Purcell tops the leaderboard here in qualifying. Jonathan Green in second, Daniel Michelle in third. Daniel Michelle's playoff woes continue. Just as I say that, he goes fastest, so never mind. Daniel Michelle, provisional pole.
Oh, what else is new? Daniel Michelle on pole. I mean, it's been the story all season. Oh, we got one around.
That's Kyle. His qualifying seems to be done there. David Morales, who was not here last week, he is below the cut line. He needs a good result here today if he wants a chance at advancing. He's going to go out on track now. He's going to get some good camera time as he's starting his qualifying run a little bit late. Derek Fye jumps to 8th. Ben Kuhn scored as the 93. He is officially the 48 car here in the Vantage Pro Series. We got Slay and Mark in the chat.
Yeah, as you mentioned, as about advancements, the only driver to have been able to advance so far is Jacob Hoskins, winning at Atlanta last week. Not just advancing, but he also got his first ever Vantage iRacing win. So a bit of a 2-for-1, 2 birds with 1 stone kind of deal there. I know a lot of fans were happy about that. Some not as happy, but they can mauled.
They can mauled, yeah. A lot of fans happy, like you said. Very popular win for Hoskins last week. Oh, as a smack of the wall there for Ben Kuhn.
Yeah. I'm sure Hoskins is absolutely sitting on top of the world right now. There's nothing that could bring him down, right?
Surely not. Hopefully today this race goes pretty well for him. He's sitting in 6th right now. But he can just kind of relax, like you said. He's already advanced,
Yeah.
so just kind of
He's just
build
here.
momentum.
He's just here to get points and try and get a bigger gap into that next round. So, really, no incentive for him to push for the lead today. Just kind of hang around, get some points, put yourself in a pretty good spot for the next round.
Yeah, maybe try and help your fellow teammates advance as well. Landon Bednar's also in the playoffs here, so we'll see. Derek Fye, of course, as well. We'll see how that goes as the night goes on. Here is Brian Newell sitting in 12th right now. Does he improve on this lap? 1.2 off of the lead that first time around. And no. Okay, so Brian Newell sits in 12th. A couple of guys electing not to qualify by the looks of it. Jonathan Crosby, Landon Bednarz, Tyler Justice, and Todd Lee have yet to set a lap. They have about a minute and 15 seconds to do so. And if not, they'll be starting at the back here with Michelle on pole, just under a tenth ahead of Sean Purcell, and then Kyle Purcell in 3rd. Here goes Green. Jonathan Green sits in 4th. His laps are done. He's just getting practice at this point. I think everyone else is just about done. So qualifying should be coming to an end any second now. Under a minute to go. So Michelle on pole.
Yeah. So this. Yeah, I was gonna say this lineup is pretty much what you'll see for the race. I don't think those final 3 drivers who have yet to set a lap are gonna qualify. We usually see that here. A couple drivers usually elect not to set a lap. I honestly don't get the reason why. Maybe there's something I don't know.
Maybe just Tyler Fink style last to first challenge. Who knows? Trying to avoid the chaos. But yeah, I mean, it's basically free practice out here. As you can see, Michelle continuing to turn laps until the timer hits 0 on qualifying. And we'll preview the grid here shortly.
I know a lot of drivers have been, I wouldn't say complaining is the word, but they've certainly had some words for this track. So I do think getting more laps logged here will help you in the end. Just getting used to the track, obviously, is always a good sight, but especially with a track a lot of drivers have been struggling with already.
Yeah, they were struggling a little bit in practice. A lot of guys going around. We even saw it there a little bit in qualifying. But speaking of qualifying, that is qualifying done and dusted. We are now 2 minutes away from the start of the races. Daniel Michel on pole position. And let's go ahead and preview this grid here. Front row, Daniel Michel and Sean Purcell starting P1 and P2. Less than a tenth of a second separating those two out on track. Second row, his brother Kyle Purcell in third. And Jonathan Green starting in the fourth position in that 51 car. The whole top four are all playoff drivers. Make it the whole top six. Two drivers below the cut line make up row number three. It's David Morales and Kurt Bray in fifth and sixth. Last week's winner, Jacob Hoskins, in row number 4, P7 and P8. William Hightower, the Daytona winner, starting in 8th position. His teammate, or rather Jacob's teammate, Derek Fye, in P9. P10 goes to Ben Kuhn. You can see scored as a 93, but he's actually the 48. P11, the return of Parker Vance, and the return of Brian Newell, who wasn't here last week either. Both those drivers are out of the playoffs, but they will be racing for pride here today. Todd Lee and Tyler Justice, P13 and 14. And then the final row, Landon Bednarz and Jonathan Crosby. Landon Bednarz trying to advance in the playoffs. Jonathan Crosby, not a playoff driver, just racing for points out there. So everyone about ready to go here. Stage will be at the end of lap 75 once P6 takes the 75th lap. Ooh.
Yeah, and last week we had Hoskins win on Thursday, and then the entire weekend after that had a bunch of upset or underdog winners to follow. So maybe VPS is kind of the
trendsetter.
Yeah, the trendsetter, I guess you could say. We had Tyler Fink win Friday Night Fenders, and what we were talking about it earlier, not about him, but just the drivers not qualifying, going from last to first. That is exactly what he actually did last week. He went from dead last, and ended up winning the race. So that is a great sight. And then you had a bunch of, I think, either first time or just straight up upset winners. I think Tyler Fink may have been your only
repeat winner.
Yeah. Repeat winner, yeah.
Yeah, we had 3 first-time winners on Saturday and Sunday. Formula America, Vantage Indy Special League, and then V1 all had first-time Vantage winners. So great weekend last week. I think we had 20 new faces, or 20 first-time starters, rather, for the year of 2025 last week. So kicking off the second stint to the year. Kicking it off right.
Yeah, so I think if we're gonna say if I have to say anything, I think tonight's winner will definitely determine how our outlook is for the weekend here. You get a repeat winner, I think we might just get an all repeat winners weekend here. If not, then I think we're in for a great weekend of racing here in Vantage.
Yeah, it's gonna be great racing either way. We're gonna see how it starts here at Iowa. All eyes on Daniel Michel, the regular season champion, the season 1 champ, will lead us to green. He's got Sean on his outside. Here we go at Iowa. Race 2 of the playoffs is underway. Green flag in the air.
And from the start, it doesn't look like either line got a pretty big advantage. Now entering turns 1 and 2, it looks like the inside line is going to obviously have that advantage, as most tracks do on the first lap. Daniel Michel going to clear the first place here. We've got a challenge for third here, side by side.
Look at Hoskins trying to make moves. They're 3 wide already off of turn 4 at the end of the first lap. He's holding on to it in that bright yellow and black aftershock car. But it is Daniel Michel leading the way with a challenge up the inside of Sean Purcell, the second place qualifier, looking to make a move for the race lead. Nothing doing. Jonathan Green trying to make the high line work. Got to be careful not to get up into those marbles. It can kind of get your tires real dirty, but it's super close racing so far. Pack racing at Iowa.
Yeah, that's the last thing I'd expect to hear coming out of your mouth is pack racing at such a small track like this, especially with one so tight. I don't know how long this sort of pack racing style is going to last, but I sure hope it does last because I always love me some pack racing.
Yeah, this is very entertaining so far. Lots of close racing. You can see Hoskins trying to work on the back of Kurt Bray in that 99 car. Hoskins going to have a peek to the inside into turn 1. And just in front of them, Sean Purcell and Kyle Purcell going at it. Battle of the brothers off of turn 2. They almost make contact, but they're keeping it clean down the back straightaway. Michel in clean air. He's going to start to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, talking about Jacob Hoskins, he did win last week. Had a bit of a hiccup in his celebration, so I think that does have a little.
Oh,
Right as we say that. Oh no.
right on cue. Hoskins
Oh my goodness.
almost losing it off of 4, but he holds on to it, maintains 6th place as Kurt Bray having a slight connection issue there. This
Yeah,
Purcell battle continues.
I think I'm gonna stop talking about Hoskins for now. I mean, he's already been going through it enough. I don't think he needs a commentator's curse on top of that. So I think I'll probably focus on another driver for now. We'll probably come back on him when he's a little bit more lucky, I guess you could say.
Hightower has 5 working up his inside. Look at Hightower working that high line, trying to get the rubber down in that high lane early. Gets the drive off the corner. If he can keep it off the wall like that, he couldn't quite do it. Oh, Ben Kuhn having some trouble. So Derek Fye has mirrors full of a blinking Ben Kuhn. That could be rough. I think Ben Kuhn was having trouble last week with connection as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember him blinking a little bit last week. I don't know if it was him per se, but it was definitely a driver blinking. So if it is him again, it's just gotta be unfortunate knowing that you probably have the speed to be up front here, but your internet is just holding you back.
Yeah, and we mentioned it last week how unsafe drivers might feel around him. Go for a move, he's there 1 second, he's gone the next. It's tough to race with, disconnection issues like that in any sim, any game, really.
Yeah, I know that definitely leaves a lot of room for netcode incidents. You never know what'll happen. So it's just a precaution to take, whether he sees the black flag here or not. It's obviously for the driver's safety. You don't want to accidentally cause any incidents. Speaking of incidents,
We almost had a Sean Purcell and Kyle Purcell moment there as Kyle lost it off of 4, almost smacked the wall, held on to it, and now here comes Jonathan Green. He's the only driver in this front pack trying to make this high line work as a car is off there. I think that is Hoskins.
oh no,
Going
not again.
slowly? Maybe just a moment off of 2 where he lost some momentum. Looks to be
Yeah,
okay.
it's not been as weak. We've heard obviously elated about the win. It's just, but that's only going to take you so far. You got to keep your head in the right place. You can't get too straight away from the main goal of advancing past this one round. Obviously, I mean, it's just you got to think about your next moves. Obviously, well, yes, he can be a little bit relaxed today. You can't be too relaxed, otherwise you pose a risk of kind of losing that motivation you have, the momentum, I guess you could say.
Yeah, like you said, he's safe in this first round, but it's important to build momentum and continue with these solid results going into the next round. He won at the Super Speedway, but he said on the podcast this week that he wants to show speed at the intermediates, the short tracks. He said he even wants to win a road course at some point. So he's not satisfied with just winning one Super Speedway race.
Yeah, because I know a lot of drivers that I race with always have the same saying: it takes almost no skill to win a Super Speedway, but it takes everything you got to win at anything else. So I think he wants to prove to those who are still doubting him that he does belong in the Vantage Pro Series here by trying to get a win at something other than a drafting track.
Yeah, a lot of things go into a drafting track. Of course, it takes a little bit of skill, but a lot of luck as well. And he came out on top last week. So no one can take that away from him. He did advance at the very least. He'll be making it to the next round of the playoffs. Everything after that, though, he's going to have to work for, especially once those points reset at the beginning of the next round.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a difficult task if he can't capitalize on trying to get some extra playoff points here. Going to be a little hard, but I think if he can just keep his head cool, keep his head free of any distractions, he can probably get it done. Maybe I don't want to doubt him, because last time I doubted him, he did end up winning the race. But I don't think he is going to be a national or not a championship. Oh, what happened?
I think Hoskins was going slowly there. Let's try and find him. Yeah, we were talking about him, and he had a moment there again off of 2 or in the middle of 2. Now he's tracking down to 14th place here on lap 15.
Yeah, it's just not looking good right now. He's just falling further and further back. But I think, again, you just need to keep your head in the right space. Take it lap after lap, and you should be able to get back in this thing. Maybe he's just trying to slowly see his way back. Maybe, I don't know. But again, you just can't let any negative thoughts get over you.
Yep, just got to put your head down, keep going. That's exactly what Morales is trying to do. He's below the cut line coming into today as he has a tough battle with Todd Lee, who's on his outside. He's got mirrors full of that orange creamsicle car. That's John Crosby there. Let's go on board with Crosby. You can see he's trying to sneak in between these two. Trying to pick his battles here.
Yeah, especially at tracks like this, you just want to pick off one car at a time. You don't want to get too ambitious and try and get 2 for 1. That could pose some unnecessary risks or moves that you don't want to take this early in the race. Especially with more than 100 laps to go, you don't want to be trying to pass 2 cars for once. You got to just be smart about it. Take 1 car per lap. I mean, you've got over 100 laps just to cut down, what, 15 cars?
Yeah, long race to go. Only 18 laps out of 185. So basically the entire race in front of you. And Crosby's trying to slowly work his way up. He's got past Morales a couple laps ago, and now he's got mirrors full of Tyler Justice, who's trying to do the same thing. Justice up the inside in that 44 Rogue Energy car, working that bottom lane. I think Crosby's going to get the run of 4, and he does. 73 is clear.
Smooth sailing for now for Daniel Michel here. Has absolutely no threats as of now. He has nearly I believe that is a 1 second, almost a 1.5
Oh,
second.
caution out. It's
Caution.
Hoskins.
Oh, my goodness.
Hoskins is around and into the wall. First caution of the day. So smooth sailing done.
Yeah, I was going to say, do we count that as a commentator's curse? I was just talking about how smooth that race is going, but, oh boy.
Oh, and Hoskins is getting towed back to the pit lane. That's going to be...
Oh, is he
I don't know
done already?
I don't know if he's done. Well, let's take a look and see exactly what happened here. First caution of the day. Brought to you by Tayfi Artists. Use code DRIVE at checkout for a special discount on custom art. That is tayfiartists.weebly.com. So we're looking at Jacob Hoskins in the 47 car here.
He just lost it.
Lost it by himself. Held on to it. And then lost it again.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem like where we saw it. It looked like it was off of turn 4.
Let's see
Where
here.
we saw him spun. So maybe he spun out a lap later too, just not used to the track.
Here he goes again.
Yeah.
Slowly
Flipped
losing
the
it.
apron.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Hard into the
Oh my
outside
goodness,
wall
that
for
was-
Hoskins.
yeah. Just barely clipped that apron and just hand kicked the outside wall. Not a good start for Hoskins today after his immaculate win last week. Always got to be tough trying to live up to the expectations, especially if you won last week. But it's just tough to see.
Hoskins in the YouTube chat saying he was fighting the car the whole time. Something was wrong. It did look like he was struggling out there. We saw him almost lose it off of 2 a couple of times. And yeah, maybe tire pressures. Who knows? But that car was being a little bit evil, as they call it, for Hoskins.
Yeah, it looked like he might have had a little bit of some mishaps with the car, maybe some gremlins are in there. I don't know. Just didn't seem right from the start. He seemed a little like he was losing positions lap after lap. Looking like he said he was fighting the car. So I'm glad the clarification is there.
Yeah, and he said something broke on the car, so he's probably got a couple minutes of damage. We do have that one quick repair, fast repair rather.
Honestly, if I were Hoskins, I'd probably just use that now, honestly. I mean, there's not a lot of cautions to where you're going to get yourself involved in crashes like that again, but maybe he knows something we don't.
Yeah, I do know that. If you elect not to take the fast repair straight away into the pits, you do have to basically wait for your damage to get repaired. So that's where he will be. Jonathan Green and Parker Vance did stay out that time. We'll see if they come through the pit lane here. And it looks like they're going to stay out. So track position is the choice for the 51 and the 27. Parker Vance on return. We didn't get to in the pacing segment of the opening stages of this race, but let's go ahead and take a look now at the point standings coming into today. You can see Hoskins, of course, did win last week, so he's locked into the next round. Then Daniel Michel with that huge heap of regular season playoff points he racked up. And then going down the order, Kurt Braid, David Morales, and Jonathan Green on the outside looking in.
Yeah, even with Hoskins, if we take away Hoskins' win, you see him just barely above that playoff spot or the playoff cut line. So that win has definitely helped him a lot in terms of his playoff chances here. But obviously, the racing god's not playing in his favor today. He's having a bit of struggles right now.
Yep. Not looking great for Hoskins so far. He's 3 laps down as it stands. We're coming back to green. Hoskins back out there, though, so he'll have a chance to catch up. But we're coming back to green. It is Jonathan Green leading the way here. Parker Vance on his outside. Green flag back in the air. And look at the start here from the inside lane. Outside cut sleeping. Car around there. Caution's back out.
Goodness.
It is Sean Purcell who got dumped on the restart.
No.
Caution number 2 straight away. Sean can't be happy with that. It's got to be furious.
Yeah, definitely not. You're up front now. You're all the way gonna be in the back here. That's gotta suck.
And he didn't even get a chance to go. I don't know. We'll have to see what happened here. But second caution of the day. Brought to you by Tay-Fi Artist. Let's take a look to see exactly what happened here. We'll try and get a good camera angle. And we'll go back to live. Oh, he just got turned around there.
Is it possible that he may have just stalled on the start? Maybe not have gone? That's just super weird.
That is extremely weird to see. We'll take a look here. I just got caught up. I think he just spun the tires there.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, it looks like that little checkup from whoever was in front of him may have caused him to just gas it up and spun out. No assist from behind when spinning out. Just, yeah, like you said, spun the tires.
Yeah, had to slam on the brakes, then had to get back on the gas, and looked like it might have been a little bit too much there for Sean Purcell. So he's in the pits now. And he will be plumb last, like you said. Vance, Kuhn, and Newell all coming in as well. So not what you want to see if you are Sean Purcell. Rough restart.
You know who this might benefit? Jacob Hoskins.
Hoskins going to get a lap back. He's 2 cautions away now. We're going to have the stage. So really, he's only 1 caution away from getting that lap back in the lead lap, rather. So caution number 2 on the day. Jonathan Green continuing to lead here. Drivers still cycling around. Hoskins gets the lap back. Purcell is going to be at the back of the pack. Same with Ben Kuhn.
Oh, I guess the saying cautions breed cautions isn't all that far of a stretch. I mean, our first caution tonight just sprouted another caution. So, is this the start of the chaos, or do you think this is just a fluke?
Well, first 20-odd laps were pretty clean. Then, like you said, back-to-back cautions. We'll see. Hopefully they can get a clean restart. The inside on that most recent restart was, the outside was completely asleep. That's kind of what made that huge Constantina effect there.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I still would like to know what's up with that, but oh well.
Don't look now, by the way, but William Hightower silently working his way up to 3rd position for this restart. 45 in the top 3, qualified in 8th, I believe it was. Jonathan Green is going to lead the way. He's going to have Daniel Michel, who's notoriously good at restarts, on his outside. So if there's one man that can get back there, it is Daniel Michel.
Yeah, but there's not a lot to go off of, at least for now, in terms of restarts. Our only attempt at a restart ended in a caution. I was going to say, on the start of the race, though, we did see that inside line have the advantage entering into the turn. So maybe, just maybe, we'll see Jonathan Green get the advantage and to lead his first laps in that year.
He just might. We're coming to green now. It's Jonathan Green leading the way. Let's go Vantage full throttle for this restart. Daniel Michel fighting for the lead, and it looks like he's going to clear him off of 2. The 25 back in front. Caution's back out.
Oh, we got a caution. I was just going to mention that, wow, that's David Morales around.
That's Morales. And he's got,
What happens?
rough day for David.
Yeah, that's not looking good already.
So caution's breeding cautions here. You called it. It's getting a little...
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to bring up. But, interesting.
So let's see what happened with the 71 car of David Morales here. Caution brought to you by Tayfi Artist. We're looking at the 71, middle of your screen, and lost it by himself. No assistance there.
I think it might have something to do with the track here. I don't know.
The Gremlins, they're getting everybody.
No kidding.
Well, that's the second time we've seen such an incident. It looked awfully similar to what Hoskins had in the middle of 3 and 4. And it came to bite Dave Morales there.
Yeah. But I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but I did call it. I said that Jonathan Green would be able to lead a lap here because of that inside line advantage. That is exactly what we saw in the Crank It Up. So I got a 2-for-1 special right there. I called it cautions, precautions, and that Jonathan Green would lead a lap here. So I am just on a hot streak today.
Yeah, you're batting 1,000 right now. We'll see if you can continue with the predictions. Hopefully no commentary curse. Hopefully positive predictions.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, should we really count the cautions, precautions as a positive or no?
Probably not, especially not for David Morales.
Yeah.
But
especially
bump in 1 and 2. That's what happened in that one.
What's that?
There's a big bump in 1 and 2 apparently.
Oh, okay. So interesting.
Yeah.
Big bump for David Morales. Thanks for the insight, Spencer.
Yee.
It's our race director, Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
One of the race admins. Yep. Slay mentioned it in the chat. This is helping the Hoskins comeback. He's now only 1 lap down. 153 laps to go. He's got the stage. He'll get another lap back then, assuming no one else gets left. It's looking peachy for Hoskins.
He's only 1 lap down, just needs 1 more caution. So his race looked, I wouldn't say over, but it was definitely looking a little grim so early on. Now it looks like he's about to be right back in this thing. It's just a matter if he can keep that car under control. We've seen a lot of drivers struggling with their cars today, especially with that bump mentioned. It's making things almost maybe 2 times more troubling for these drivers. I know a lot of guys say that Darlington is the most toughest track to tame, but what about Iowa?
Yeah, can Iowa be
not really used to it?
Our lady in black, perhaps? Lady in light asphalt gray, if you will.
I'm just saying, there's a reason I don't acknowledge this track's existence.
Oh, there it is.
Maybe they're proving me right. Yeah.
I confirmed Iowa hater in the stands. And, yeah, Iowa seemed to making a few enemies out here tonight.
I'm definitely a hater. I lost a race here because someone bumped me out of the way, and they never got penalized for it. It's only okay when I bump people out of the way. If I get bumped out of the way, it's just not. It's just unacceptable.
Double standards in the commentary booth.
Exactly. But speaking of bumping, gotta go on the restart here. What are your predictions for this start? We haven't seen a lot of restarts so far. Only 2, and one of them was an immediate caution. So what do you expect to see on this second or this third restart?
Hopefully it stays clean. I think the inside's going to get another good jump, especially with Daniel Michel. But, you know, Jonathan Green's still out there on old tires, I do believe. So we'll see what he can do. Coming back to green, Daniel Michel will lead the way. Green flag back in the air. And there it is, a good jump from the inside lane. Clear into 1. Contact with the wall there. That's Jonathan Green. Side by side for second place. The 45 having a peak. William Hightower trying to get up there. Here comes Todd Lee. Here comes Kyle Purcell in the 10 on the outside. Those 2 are going at it for 4th place. Don't look now. Kurt Bray coming in below the cut line. Famously, my prediction that he was going to go out in the first round trying to prove me wrong. Look at this further back. Tyler Justice on the inside in that 44 car. He was getting some love in the chat. Gonna give him some screen time here. See what he can do. Trying to move. Oh, look at this. A wiggle from the 73. Justice trying to move inside the top 8. Currently sitting in 10th right now as he's in a side-by-side battle with the 73 of John Crosby to his outside. Drag race down the back straightaway. Sean Purcell trying to make a move on Derek Fye. Todd Lee trying to make the inside work. Oh, caution is out. Is it Fye? Fye is spinning in the infield. And it is caution once again. So we're going to see what happened there with Derek Fye. We kind of saw it in the corner of our eyes, I think. He was spinning there. So Derek Fye and the Tay-Fi Artist car brings you a caution brought to you by said Tay-Fi Artist. And let's take a look to see exactly what happened here with the 09. Did he get some assistance? Or was it all himself? Let's take a look. You can see the 09 off of 4 has Sean to his inside. Oh, there was some contact there. Looked like maybe just a racing incident. And there it is, another caution. Hoskins, by the way, as Slay mentioned, will be so back. Back on the lead lap. Didn't take too long at all. Kyle Purcell in the pits, Landon Bednar's in the pits. That looks like Brian Newell coming in as well. And 24 is in. Michelle continues to lead. Jonathan Green in second. The 74 gets an EOL. Sean Purcell's days going from good to bad to even worse now. That contact with the 09 was deemed his fault, so he will be getting an EOL. End of line penalty. Hoskins finally back on the lead lap. Has he fixed the gremlins in that car is the real question. And a question that will remain to be seen. Purge had to step out of the booth momentarily, but he will be back shortly. So right now you're stuck with me for this restart and subsequent racing afterwards. You should get ready to go here. Purcell still in the pits. Did Purcell have some damage? Maybe he got a hold. We'll have to see what happened there with the 10 car. But right now it is still Daniel Michel leading the way. A few laps to go till green, so maybe Purge will have some time to get back. Lap 41. Stage is lap 75. Jonathan Green will be to the outside. We've seen the inside get good restarts every single time. Can the trend continue?
What did I miss?
Oh, you saw there was a bit of a moment there between the 74 and 09 of Derek Fye. You missed about 3 green flag laps. But yeah.
Oh, no.
Kyle's still in the pits. No, he's just now coming out. He's lost a lap. Hoskins is back on the lead lap. You missed that.
Oh, that's great. I mean, hey, maybe I need to step away from the mic a little more now.
Just anti-curse Jacob Hoskins. You're his bad luck charm. Except for last week, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, last week, it's because I was sponsoring the car. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Just saying. Every time I've sponsored his car, he's done well. Kansas, he ran top 10. Atlanta, he's won. I'm just saying.
We need more.
$5 for the rest of the season. Come on, man. That's a great offer.
That is a great offer. And it worked out great for you and him. We're coming back to green here. It's the same front row as the last restart. Michelle and Jonathan Green. Got a great shot there of the fans sitting just outside the track. Iowa, the first track built with the safer barrier in mind. Built after the safer barrier's invention, I should say.
I believe it was designed by Rusty Wallace, the track was.
Very interesting. All right, coming back to green. Daniel Michel will lead the way here. Green flag back in the air. Let's hope everyone gets a good restart. And it is a pretty good restart for just about everybody, actually.
So far, so good here. No one really seeming to make any mistakes right now.
Here comes Kurt Bray trying to get a good run off of 2. As the 2 in front of him ran a little bit deep. There's some contact there. The 51 and the 99 bounce off the wall. But they keep it clean. Look at this. What's going on back here? I think it was a 74 dipping below the apron a little bit. Teammates getting real close. The 47 and the 09. Hoskins, the team owner. Fi, the driver.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked to see Purcell, Fi, and the other Purcell in the back. This is just not something. If you were to tell me that that is exactly what would be happening today, I would tell you that you're crazy. But obviously, a lot has gone wrong today for them. They are sitting way towards the back of the field here today. It's just going to be a day for the Purcell twins to forget, I suppose.
Yeah, it looks like so far they've both been involved a little bit. Kyle had to go down a lap. Sean got that EOL in the last caution for causing the incident. But right now we got some great racing out front. Hightower, Todd Lee, and Kurt Bray all fighting, and Jonathan Green as well. Here comes Lee.
Yeah, and you know who's the only car who isn't fighting this pack? Daniel Michelle. He's already put up a 1.5 second gap nearly, looking to expand only 2 seconds. I don't think he's gotten to 2 seconds so far this race. I think it's only been around 1.5 seconds, so let's see if he can get it done, at least for now.
Yeah, he's got that clean
Kind
air.
of looking like it.
He's pulling away.
Looking like it. He's already pulling, yeah. In about 3/10 just in that trial oval alone.
These guys are really going at it. Here comes Kurt Bray. Beautiful paint scheme there. Trying to get it inside the top 3. He's to the inside of Todd Lee. Looking to make it 3rd, and he does. Question is, can he clear him off of 4? The answer, not quite. He does get a good run, though. Little drag race down the front straightaway. Caution is out.
Oh, another caution. Oh, my goodness. What happened here?
Oh, it's Hoskins going
Oh,
slowly.
it's Hoskins again.
No.
Uh-oh.
Hoskins in trouble once again. Cautions are breeding cautions here.
Yep.
Take a look to see what happened with the 47 here.
Did he just lose it again? Oh, he just lost it again.
Hard
Oh,
into
my
the
goodness.
outside wall as well. That's got to be a heap of
Looks like-
damage.
Yeah, if he gets anything less than... I think he might go down a few laps again here, honestly.
Yeah, he's going to have to. That car's not turning.
Oh, it's
Look
not.
at that front right wheel is kind of facing to the
I
inside.
can only imagine the struggle the Hoskin fans are going through today.
Yep, it's not looking good for Hoskins here today. He did make a comeback, and now he has a chance. He's going to have to make another comeback.
Yeah, the chat is absolutely quiet right now. Quiet. Not a sound in the chat, unfortunately.
Yeah, not a peep to be heard from the chat. Speechless. I think we're all a little bit speechless here. This race is rigged, says Slay. Hoskins is going to come in, get that damage repaired. And let's go ahead and step away for a minute while they continue their pace. Let's take a little short break. Challenge for the win. Gonna get alongside him. Off of 4. They touch. They touch. Drag race to the line. Could it happen again? Photo finish. Yes. Daniel Michelle. What a finish. Go for it. For the lead,
Oh my
3
goodness,
wide.
3 wide in turn 3.
Run to the line, they're wrecking. Side by side, who got it? Side by side, right to the line. Who's it gonna be? G for CP and CP edges him out. They'll can make him go the long way, and he does it. They touch. Does he hold on to it? Yes.
Close. But here comes Smitty! Smitty on the bottom! Here he comes! To the line, who is it gonna be? It is gonna be Mike Tyson!
The fireworks are going off on and off the track. Cuts the corner, does RBN. They touch again. A drag race, side by side. And here we go. The photo finish. go ahead and take a look at the power ranking.
Yes!
So,
Sup, fuckers. I use math to make shit go fast.
it's gonna be a sitting duck here. There goes VNV, around the outside, up the middle, trying to get 2 with the price of 1, trying to get 3 with the price of 1, and he does! VNV in the 4th! Coming back to green here. Michelle and Hightower on the front row. They're gonna rack him up one more time. Kurt Bray on the inside for the first time on a restart in a little while. Hoskins maintained his lead lap status. So I think he's
Maybe
no, looks like he didn't get the damage fixed though.
that's interesting. An interesting choice. I don't know if I agree with it, but hey, I'm all for being proven wrong right now.
Yeah, let's hope
He's had a rough week.
let's hope his car
so-
doesn't drop off in performance massively here.
Massive?
Oh boy. Coming to a massive restart. Daniel Michel leads us to green once again. As the pace truck pulls in here at Iowa, we are racing one more time. Green flag in the air. It's a good jump for the inside. It's a good jump for Daniel Michel. And here comes Kurt Bray into second place. He wins, he advances. That goes for everybody.
Three wide. Oh, got some contact there. I was just going to mention that 3 wide between whoever those were back there. But
was
it
Sean
ended in
Purcell.
Contact. Sean Purcell. Oh, my. Oh, my. When your goat is washed.
Morales trying to make a move. Oh, he has a slight spin. Can he hold on to it? In the middle of 1 and 2, he's still almost spinning.
That is a great save. I don't care what you say. That was phenomenal.
That was incredible stuff. He keeps it facing the right way. We do stay green, so great wheelmanship from David Morales. A couple of cars getting real close to the wall there. Bednar's and Kyle Purcell. Here comes Derek Fye up into 13th.
Unk still got it. Unk still got it. Well,
Kurt Bray.
it's already been a lap, and yeah, I was just going to mention that Kurt Bray is actually challenging for the lead here. Usually by now we see Daniel Michel absolutely put a gap on them. Kurt Bray not going down without a fight. He's challenging right now
He's trying
for
to
the lead.
prove everyone wrong. Missed last week. In danger of missing out on the next round of the playoffs. If he can win here, though, he's safe.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's a little bit of FOMO right now. Fear of missing out.
Yeah,
Definitely trying to, what's the word? Oh, my thesaurus is failing me today. I just can't think of any words to match with this, honestly.
well, it looks like Kurt Bray's run might be failing him now as Daniel Michel has clean air
Oh,
now.
no.
0.3 is the gap. Ballooning to half a second. Was that all that Bray had?
That's what you just got to take him out, man. You're not going to beat him. You just got to take him out.
Can't beat him, wreck him.
Yep, that's what I use. That's what I do. That's how I got my infamous aura, unmatched aura.
Unmatched is crazy. Here comes Tyler Justice trying to work
Hey, I'm just
on
saying.
Parker Vance.
I mean, say it's unmatched. I mean, you say that like I'm joking, but how many people
No boy.
are unofficially on the ASOP Purge hate train? I mean, there's a lot of people that hate me.
Are you
So, I'm
saying
just
that
saying.
ASAP Purge has some haters here?
It's not if, it's a matter of how many, honestly. I definitely have a bunch of haters still.
To this
While
day?
I'm thriving.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, to this day, I'm thriving. And they still probably hate me. I squashed all beef, so it's just part of the aura, you know what I mean?
Speaking of squashing, Ben Kuhn squashing the right side of his car as he scrapes the wall off of 4. Now he has Sean Purcell up his inside, challenging for that 7th position, and Parker Vance is looking to pick up the pieces from this fight. Great shot here. Oh, a slide from the 74.
Oh,
Holds on to it. Loses a spot. Slay confirming your aura in the chat. I don't know what to do with myself right now.
no, I know people have been jealous about my aura all this time. It's okay, I don't blame you.
Get me a second chair because I'm beside myself. As Parker Vance has Kyle Purcell beside him for 10th position. That was pretty good. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, I'll give you that. You know what? Usually, in most circumstances, that would have been a strike, but hey, I'll give it to you this time.
I'll take it. Base hit.
Yeah, we'll give you a base hit this time, I guess. Just out of pure pity, I guess. You know.
Oh, Justice looking to hold on to the car off of 4. These guards are getting a little bit squirrely as days slowly started to turn to evening here in Iowa.
Yeah, you know what? I also just realized we haven't seen yet any pit stops or pit cycles, at least green flag pit stops. I don't know if we have actually had anyone pit at all so far this race, but if not,
Under caution, there's been a couple, but no green flag runs have gone long enough for us to see a full cycle. And this one won't either. We're about 10 laps, 11 laps away from the stage caution, so it's going to have to wait.
this is this is certainly a bizarre case of, I guess, just a caution-riddled race. We obviously said, I mentioned it, cautions breed cautions earlier, but I didn't anticipate it like this. I guess you could say I'm using my own words right now. I would have loved to see some green flag stops, but hey, you can always get what you want.
Yeah, well, we have till the end of the race. We still have a long ways to go. 120 laps remaining in this one as we see a challenge. Here's Kurt Bray getting past. Oh, that's actually a lap car of Hoskins now. I think that damage is not doing him too well.
Catching up to him? Yeah, I would assume so. It's got to suck for him. I mean, you won last week. Now you're just running like a back marker. It's giving me shades of I'm trying to think. Justin Haley, I guess you could say, when he raced for Spire. Just at some random generational run. Now you're back to just running logging laps at this point. Honestly,
Back to poverty. No, I'm kidding. Hoskins
exactly.
is a
No, okay.
I think that damage though
You
is
baited me in.
really
Baited
hurting.
me into saying that, by the way.
I did.
So I'm letting Hoskins know I did not mean that. Whatever he baited me into, don't believe him. I'm your sponsor still. Come on. Would I ever talk to you badly as your sponsor?
Perhaps Hoskins. I think Hoskins has to come in here. He's well off pace.
Yeah, it's a matter of pride and hurting your own chances at winning here. I mean, yeah, you don't want to pick because you don't want to seem like you're having a bad day, but I mean, when do you just put aside your pride and just pit? I mean,
Maybe he's trying to hold on to that lead, or not lead lap, but only car a lap down. If he can
that's
stay
good.
one lap
I mean,
down.
yeah, especially with the stage caution here in a few laps. I mean, good on him, but it's just not at least something I would do. This with this amount of damage, I would just take the pit.
Maybe he's trying to hold on, get that lap
Then
back,
again-
and pit, because he's probably going to lose.
Yeah, but then
time.
again, I'm not a VPS driver, so hey, who am I to say anything for now? Maybe they know something that we don't.
That's very true. Justice and Justice and Hightower going at it. Kurt Bray, by the way, we completely missed it. He took the lead of the race, and he has a 1 second gap to Daniel Michel.
I love it. Love to see it.
Kurt Bray dominance. Might bore fans.
Yep. Welcome back, Kurt Vantage.
Yeah, Braytage Part 2. He did win in a must-win scenario in the Truck Series, by the way. Sparked the whole Braytage movement.
That's true. That is true. Wasn't that what track was it?
Mid-Ohio.
I'm trying to remember. Mid-Ohio. Ooh, I love that track. Honestly, that would be something to see here today if he could pull off another upset. I guess would you even call it an upset at this point? I mean, he's certainly not a back marker per se.
Oh, definitely not. He's a upper. Oh, he's one of the bigger names as Todd Lee has a wiggle there. Tyler Justice is going to sneak around his outside. And Hightower's going to try and do the same thing. Look at Lee sending it in there. Oh, car. Some trouble in the back here. Who was that? Was it Morales? I think, yeah, Morales was going slowly. He's in 10th. Might be 11th soon. Here comes Parker Vance in the NHRA Ford.
Yeah, that's a driver we haven't mentioned a lot throughout the race so far. Parker Vance making his first start since what race was it when we last saw him?
It's been quite some time since Parker Vance has joined us here in the Vantage Pro Series. He's been out and about with his fancy NHRA job. But he's here today. and we appreciate
Yeah, that's
that.
all that matters. I mean, yeah, we love it. We love seeing returning drivers. Albeit it might just be for one race, but still, we love to see all these guys come back.
Absolutely. Justice into the top 3. So we got a battle of the rookies, you could call them. Tyler Justice getting through there. Vantage Indy Special League driver is Tyler Justice, making his second Pro Series start.
Just wait until Aesop Purge makes the scene. That would be a sight.
Caution's out.
Oh, caution.
That's going to be the stage, I believe.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, no way, no way. We just had another driver ruin this beautiful run.
And Hoskins held on to
Do we
his
even, do
one
we,
lap.
okay. Do we even call it beautiful? Honestly, what would you think? What do you think?
It was a decent run. We got some pretty good racing. We saw Kurt Bray. Kurt Bray just won a stage, by the way, in the Vantage Pro Series. We have a Kurt Bray stage win before GTA 6. As the kids
Down
would
the
say.
alarms.
Sound the Bratage alarms. All right, so I'm expecting everyone to come in here for pits, I would imagine, especially Hoskins. He held on to it. He's only 1 lap down, so he can pit here. He'll get a lap back. How long will the damage take to fix? That's another question for another day, but
I think that's something you don't really want to talk to any of these drivers about. You just let them have that little false sense of just
security.
false hope. Yeah, just false hope of security. Honestly, yeah.
Here comes
Don't wanna-
everybody.
you don't want to be that driver that pops that balloon of pride.
My question is, does anybody stay out? Well, I'm being answered very quickly. Oh, actually, Hoskins stays out. He's going to get his lap back, and he's probably going to come back down the pits. I would imagine. Surely he's
Okay,
not
yeah.
going to plan on
Yeah,
being
surely
off
he
the
just-
pace.
I don't know. We've seen a lot of unique strategies by Hoskins, so who's to say that he's not on another one of these weird strategies?
Well, we'll have to see what he does here. Is he coming in here? Yes, he is. Okay, so he was just going to get his lap back. Then come into the pits, hopefully not lose another lap. Kurt Bray comes out first. Morales, I think, beat everyone else out.
Well, he had spun 2 times prior, so now this is a great, I guess, comeback story, if you will.
Although he's being scored as 9th, we'll see what happens. Michelle being scored as 2nd. Oh, it looks like he's in front of him though.
Again, that plays into that thing I was telling you about. You don't want to shatter their
There it is.
sense of pride right now. Yeah, I mean, although Bray's being scored as or Morales,
No, he's
I've
got
lost the plot. Holy cow!
Morales got up to
You
2nd.
confused me.
The scoreboard
Okay.
I think was confusing everybody for a second.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought he had the lead too. I was like, great job, but no.
Morales in 2nd. He'll have a chance. He's been on the edge though. I feel like he's always driving on the edge. Morales is always saving that car from spinning. Very aggressive.
Yeah, I think that's just part of his. Yeah, I was just gonna say that plays into his aggressive demeanor, I guess you could say. Certainly nothing wrong with that. I mean, I have no room to talk. I might be one of the most aggressive drivers I probably raced anyone ever. Being honest,
That's true. Hoskins' plan, I don't think, is playing out too well here.
I don't think it's gonna work out. Oh no.
Lee also a lap down. Wonder what happened with Todd Lee.
Well, I'm pretty sure Parker Vance has made up more laps than he's ever done before. Usually he's out by now, so
Yeah.
phenomenal
he's-
sight to see here. Just throwing a little bit of shade here.
Parker Vance slander. No, we love you,
No,
Parker.
not slant. Just a little bit of banter, you know.
Giving him a hard
Never
time.
make me hate Parker Vance. Yeah, you can never make me hate him.
So Hoskins, that damage doesn't look like it's all the way fixed, unfortunately, for the 47 car. He is 1 lap down. He's also not the first driver a lap down, so it's going to be an uphill climb for the 47 crew the rest of the way.
Oh, definitely. Just got to hang on to it at this point. Just try and hope for something to happen. Doesn't look too optimistic, though.
We will see. Coming to the green flag here. 99 of Kurt Bray will lead the way. David Morales on his outside. He's got Daniel Michel and William Hightower behind him. Hard left turn from the pace truck into the restart zone. Green flag drops, and so does Kurt Bray. He leaves everyone in the dust, heading into turn 1, side by side for 2nd.
Yeah, I think we might see another Kurt Bray upset here if he can continue to drive how he has been so far. I mean, he put a good battle up with Daniel Michel. We saw him earlier fall back a little bit and then took the lead immediately back. So you see Daniel Michel on the move right now, like a rocket right
Here it
now.
comes, yeah.
But I know Kurt Bray is gonna give him a little bit of a battle here. He's not gonna make it too easy on him. So keep an eye out for that.
Driver who restarted in second, David Morales, plummeting down the order. He's now in 8th position, but we're going to keep an eye on the battle for the lead. Here comes Daniel Michel up the inside, and he's going to clear him off of 4. Do we see a cutback from Kurt Bray? No, he doesn't have anything for him. Daniel Michel back out front with a wiggle off 4. Justice and Kyle Purcell going at it.
It was a great effort, at least. I mean, hey, I'll give him that. I mean, I don't think we've seen the end of Kurt Bray. I think at least one more time we'll see him put a charge here.
He's gonna
At least
try.
for now, the battle's over.
He's dropped to 3rd now, and he's got a challenge behind from Ben Kuhn up the inside. Kurt Bray now slightly dropping like a little bit of a rock now, as Michel's going to try and push his lead to over a 2nd. '99 car, yeah, not going well. He's going to lose 2 more spots here. Here comes Kyle Purcell. And as soon as you said we might see an upset from the 99, he started dropping back. He's down in 6th now, only a few laps after this restart.
Just got to open my big mouth, don't I?
Yeah, Kurt Bray in trouble. He is not liking this middle line that he's kind of being forced into. Now, it's important to note that he did have a 5-second faster pit stop than everybody else, so likely not on fresh tires like the rest of the field.
Yeah, that is a great point you raised. Actually, I didn't even notice that until you pointed that out. So that is a great observance by you.
Oh, who's this going a little bit offline here? Sean Purcell. Slight moment off of 2, but it looks okay. Ben Kuhn trying to challenge Hightower for a 2nd. Looks like everyone's starting to calm down just a little bit. Hoskins in the pits, by the way.
Oh man.
So he'll likely be losing some more spots.
Well, everything's seemingly chilled out, at least for the most part. Everybody just kind of going into one groove. I see a couple guys up ahead trying to run the middle high lane here, but for the most part, everybody's just running them bottom in, bottom out. But right now, I think is the calm before the storm, at least.
You can hear the tires
Certainly seems
squealing.
like it.
Yeah, everyone's kind
I
of
don't know how
calm.
long
Right
we'll
now.
have.
Calm waters.
Yeah, I
Smooth
know
sail.
there have been a lot of storms across the country lately, so and I know a lot of them deem this as the calm before the storm. So I think this will be a test to see how calm it'll get before everything turns into a big cluster.
48 trying to make the bottom work again and again. Hightower gets the run off of 4. Sean closing in on Tyler Justice, trying to work himself inside the top 5. But right now, it's all Tyler Justice, the Tyler Justice show. 2nd start in the Pro Series. He was out front a lot at Atlanta until he got wrecked out of that race.
Yeah, he certainly was. I mean, he was actually looking like a threat towards the end of that Atlanta race, if I recall. Just got caught up at a bad moment from the leaders just giving each other no room with an innocent bystander. So hopefully he can make something happen today.
Yeah, he's trying to make a move here. He might have a chance because we're going to have a 3-way fight for 2nd place. Look at this. We might have 3 wide here at Iowa. Ben Kuhn kind of backs out of it. Morales is in the pits. And look at this fight. Still
And
going
speaking
on.
of, yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of drivers who are in the fight, look at Kyle Purcell. He's back up there. We were mentioning before the stage break how he was nearly in the back of the field here. Now he's back up here, challenging for the lead and potentially the win inside 100 to go here.
Yeah,
Might be a little early to say so, but it's you never know with these guys.
yeah, he could catch up Daniel Michel. You never know. Michel trying to lock himself into the next round, although he is basically mathematically good with the massive amount of playoff points he gained throughout the course of the regular season.
Yeah, you can never be too sure though, so it's better safe than sorry.
Yep, best way to advance is to win, and that's exactly what Daniel Michel's trying to do here. Hightower in second, Purcell trying to run up into third. Look at this Ben Kuhn. Oh, Ben Kuhn! Hold on to it, buddy.
Oh, that's gonna be
Ooh,
a great save.
That's a good
Oh my
save
goodness.
from the 48. Loses about 5 spots, but doesn't lose the car. Keeps it out of the wall, and we stay green.
Yeah, that's probably the most important thing about spinning out like that is, hey, you've lost a couple of spots, but at least you're still in the race.
Yeah, you still have your car. Unfortunately, he's not in this fight for top 5 anymore.
I mean, you win some, you lose some. At least you still have the car.
That's true. He's got 91 laps to try and figure out how to get back up there. Here is Jonathan Green and Jonathan Crosby. Battle of the Jonathans. Battle of the orange cars for 6th and 7th. Slay says start the Tokyo Drift song. That was pretty Tokyo Drift-esque from Ben Kuhn. Here comes a 73. Good run off of 2.
It was a little Mahomey. I do say so myself.
It was a little Mahomey, Jim.
Well, battle of the orange cars here. I know that's probably the most action we've seen right now.
Well,
But, oh, as I say
hold
that,
your tongue.
oh my goodness,
It's Kurt
there's no
Bray.
way. Oh no.
It's Kurt Bray. Caution is out for
No
the
Kurt
99
Bray
car.
tonight.
Braithage is done for. We'll have to see what happened.
Oh no.
Caution is out for the
There
99.
will be no Kurt Braithage in Vantage tonight. Maybe another time.
Let's take a look. 99 all by himself here. Off of 4. Did he do the thing? Oh, it's identical to Hoskins earlier in the race.
Oh no. Yeah, I think it's just something about this track, man. I don't know. If not, then these drivers have just had no luck in terms of taming this beast, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, it's tough. I think Kurt Bray's strategy of not taking tires in that last pit cycle came back to bite him big time here. He had track position for a little bit.
Definitely.
Lost pace, and then he lost the car. Potentially the race.
Yeah, you were talking about it, how he was up there for a bit. Now he is no longer in the fight. Gotta suck.
Who's getting a lap back there? It's Todd Lee, I think, getting a lap. Hoskins seems to be done for the day. He's in the chat.
No, that's gotta suck.
Maybe he has multiple minutes of damage. But yeah, Hoskins, luckily for him, he's safe. So a bad run here doesn't really change things. 99 EOL for causing a caution. Self-spin, into the wall, damage, end-of-line penalty. Rough set of events for the 99 car. Hoskins said he's not done, so looks like just multiple minutes of damage there for the 47 crew. Those guys hard at work. They got to celebrate last week, and then it's back to work for the 47 crew this week. The ups and downs of racing. One week you're on top of the world, the next week you're on the bottom.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest definition of racing there. If you're ups, your downs, your sideways, everything.
We saw it happen with Hoskins. We've seen it happen here with Kurt Bray. The last restart he was first. Now he's 14th with damage. Lead lap though for Bray.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Certainly not over for him.
So let's see. We got
But it's
87 to go.
long. Well, he's not out of it. It's gonna be a tough hole to dig yourself out of. So it's I think honestly he might be able to do it.
Yeah, he just might. He's going to have fresher tires than everybody, that's for sure. Even if he did have that damage fixed. But I don't think he's been involved in anything, so the fast repair that he had on hand, I think it just came in handy.
Yeah. I guess that's probably why you don't use your fast repair. Getting proven wrong once, again here in the race.
Oh, look at Kyle Purcell's getting a little bit bumpy there with the 45. Look at playing some mind games. It's going well off the racing line here. Up into the marbles.
That's interesting. I mean, it is still pretty early in this race to be doing stuff like that. So I don't know what he's thinking, if anything.
I don't know, but we have an all Purcell second row. Are they going to work together? We'll see. How far does Brotherly Love go? Was that contact under caution? It was awfully close, wasn't it? Got right up to his bumper. Coming to green here. Daniel Michel leads us once again. Green flag in the air. Oh my goodness, look at the jump here. He's going to be almost, everyone's off frame by the time he gets to the start-finish line.
That's crazy.
Second place. Here comes Kyle Purcell trying to work around the outside. Contact there with the 45 and the 74. We got a huge gaggle of cars into turn 3. 3 wide.
It's looking like a little bit of pack racing again. I love it. I love to see it.
Paul French in Japan with the McLaren F1 team. Unfortunately, cannot race as of right now. But he's in the chat. Look at this Hightower all the way up against the wall. He's running that Larson line here at Iowa. Oh my goodness, a little bit too close for comfort.
Every time I see people run that Larson line here, I'm just like, what are you doing, man? It's just so risky here.
It is risky, especially with the lack of grip we've been seeing from these cars. Hoskins in the chat said it was really loose here. We've seen a couple self-spins, a couple of overcorrections.
Yeah, I don't doubt his statement here. I mean, there's a lot of guys here struggling today. Him included. I mean, it's just one of those tracks you just gotta kind of have prior knowledge if you just want to do good here.
Yeah, I want to be getting a lot of practice. Whoa. Look at Parker Vance making moves, trying to get up the inside of the 44. Fighting inside that top 10 there. All calm so far. Although it is very aggressive racing out here. Lots of pack racing. Here comes Kurt Bray. Don't look now. Vantage is back on. Inside the top 10.
Never had a doubt in my mind.
It was never over. It was just a slight setback. 80 laps to go here at Iowa.
It was just a late April Fool's joke by me, guys. I knew this the whole time.
Oh, car in the wall. It's Derek Fye.
Uh-oh.
Hard into the outside wall. Morales is around. Derek Fye gets towed back to the pit lane. Morales is 5 laps down racing like that. We'll have to see what happened there, but from what we saw, it didn't look good.
Not at all.
Caution is
Didn't
out.
we have this exact same incident happen last week? We had a lap car. Yeah, it was Daniel Michel as a lap car. He wrecked the lead lap car last week while trying to stay on the lead lap. So 2 weeks in a row we've had this problem.
Let's take a look to see what happened. Derek Fye in that 09 car there. Middle of your screen. Get that slow-mo replay here. Middle of 2, 3 wide almost. What happens here? Does the 71 just lose it? Oh, I don't know, actually.
Yeah, the 09, no, the
09
looked
lost
like
it.
He got loose under him. Yeah, I take it back. I apologize.
Yeah.
I was not familiar with your game.
71, innocent bystander there. Derek Fye. Gonna be in trouble here. You can see, look at the damage on that car. He is, yikes, not looking good there.
Certainly not. I wonder if that'll hinder his chances at winning today.
Sure looks like it, the way he was sat there. I don't think he was using a fast repair. He might have already used it. We got a couple guys in the pits, by the way. Sean Purcell will take the lead. Jonathan Crosby is going to inherit second place. Don't look now. Rookie winner.
Hey, I'm on for it. Last time we got a rookie winner, or at least the first time winner, we had a banger weekend. That was last week too. So I am all for rookie winners this week.
Yeah, let's
In
set
the
the
name of let's do another. Let's have another trendsetter again, guys. Please.
first time winners 2 weeks in a row would be extra special, especially with the vast variety of racing we offer here in the Vantage Racing team. Forza,
Yep.
F1, iRacing, Assetto Corsa, Competizione starting next week. Full fill.
GTA 5.
Rage
A
bait.
little bit too late. A little too late for an April Fool's joke. But hey, I mean, we didn't have a broadcast on April 1st, so I never got to make that.
That's true.
Speaking of which, I hope we have a little bit of time to go off topic here. But what's the best April Fool's joke you've ever pulled?
I think the best April Fool's joke I've ever been involved with, it was actually as the victim. My wife had made me some kind of sandwich
no.
for breakfast.
No, she
was
spiked it.
It kind of. It was meant to be a marshmallow spread sandwich, and maybe peanut butter or something. But for sure, marshmallow
In
spread.
the morning? Oh my goodness! No
But
wonder you have a poor life expectancy.
But instead of marshmallow, what she did is she put a little bit around the edges, so it looked like and smelled like marshmallow. But she filled the entire middle with tartar sauce.
Oh,
But-
that's rancid.
I was so tired, I didn't get a good night's sleep. I ended up eating half the sandwich before I even noticed.
Oh, that's even more rancid. You're disgusting.
That was yeah.
my
She was fuming. She thought I was gonna eat the whole thing without even noticing. She was like, "Why are you eating it like that?" And I was like, "What does it matter how I eat it? I'm just eating." She thought her prank wasn't gonna work for the
Oh.
longest time because I was just casually eating a tartar sauce sandwich.
That's disgusting. I don't think I've ever. Well, it's tartar sauce. I guess that's fine. Better tartar sauce than mayonnaise, I guess.
Really, better tartar sauce than mayonnaise.
I absolutely hate mayonnaise by itself. I'll eat it on a burger, but tartar sauce or mayonnaise itself is just no.
Well, coming back to green here, a mayonnaise white car of Sean Purcell leads the way here. Green flag in the air. Great start for the 74 car. John Crosby in second place and Tyler Justice in third. Couple of rookies. Don't look now. Here comes Kurt Bray. Vantage is back on into the top three. Look at the fresh tires. He's got speed. He's got a runoff of 2. Can he challenge for second place here? 75 to go. Kurt Bray trying to get into the second round of the playoffs. Oh my goodness. Look at this. 3 wide. Almost 4 wide.
Oh, I don't know if they're gonna. That's gonna be risky if they put it 3 wide in the corner, almost 4 wide, nearly.
Oh, Parker. In the wall.
Oh, take a look at what he did.
Didn't work out for him. Kurt Bray closing in. We have a 3-way fight for the lead. Bray off of 4, gets up the inside. They almost make contact. The run of the line. Kurt Bray challenging. Sneaks ahead. 73 to go. Oh my goodness, he's driving it in there deep. Sean Purcell has to back out. That affects not Tyler Justice, John Crosby. Tyler Justice is going to get into second place. Tyler Justice. Look at this.
This is great. This is great battling here, especially for such a mediocre track. No shade.
It's putting on a good show right now.
Just back.
Absolutely great racing.
Yeah, this is a great race right now.
Hopefully we can get a long green flag run here.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a pit cycle. As these guys,
Hopefully, we haven't had a green flag pit stop this race, huh?
we have not. Only ones have pit for damage so far. Look at this. Oh, 50 or the 45 up top getting loose. I'm losing my words here. 3 wide for the second place position. Todd Lee sends it in there. Tyler Justice has to kind of back out of it. Now he's gonna get stuck in the middle. This is like a intermediate. This is insane.
Yeah, this is pretty great here, especially that they haven't wrecked. That's the biggest thing I've noticed this short amount of time. They have not wrecked yet. That is great news.
Off of 4. Oh, a wiggle from the 71. Now, David Morales in this pack. He's 3 laps down. Derek Fye is 5 laps down, but he's a little bit further back here. Yeah, Derek Fye all on his own, but we're going to keep it on this pack. These guys are really duking it out here. Every point matters in the playoffs. Todd Lee has clean air. Can he hunt down the race winner? Or race leader, excuse me. Oh, man, look at this.
Yeah, as things stands, everybody's still in the hunt for this, no matter what. I mean, they haven't broken apart yet. This is almost looking like a a pack race, kind of.
Yeah, only six tenths of a second now. The gap from first to second. Then a small gap back to Kyle Purcell, who has Justice behind him. Oh, hold on to it, Crosby. He does. He's going to lose out on this pack, though. Look at this. This is incredible stuff. There's Hoskins. Oh, car going slowly. It's Michelle. Holds on to it. We stay green. Daniel Michelle downfall in the playoffs. Could be something to study.
Yeah, he's looking like Kyle Larson right now. I know he had a bit
Oh,
of a
Kurt Bray
postseason
is
collapse.
out of the lead. Sean Purcell going slowly there. Kyle Purcell into the lead. Todd Lee. We just saw 3 lead changes in the span of a lap. We're struggling to keep up with what's going on here.
It's
Hoskins
absolute
doors the
cinema.
99.
Oh my goodness. Absolute cinema. I don't know if you entertain folks, but I certainly am. This is great.
3 wide behind him. Michelle in the middle. Hoskins 16 laps down. Racing with all these guys here. Kyle Purcell pulling away. Tyler Justice in second place. Ben Kuhn in third in this huge gaggle of cars. There's Sean and Kurt Bray. Here's Ben Kuhn, Tyler Justice. This is so hard to keep up with. This is incredible. 65 laps to go. Car in the wall. It's Hoskins.
Oh, no. You hate to see it, but it's becoming, I hate to say it, but a little bit of a familiar sight now.
Oh, another car in the wall. 45 of Hightower. Everyone's bouncing off the walls here. It is turning, like you said, into Darlington, basically.
Yeah, this track is starting to
Again.
claim a lot of drivers in terms of image, at least. Well, this is super interesting. Things are starting to get a little dicey now.
Fight for second place. Am I streaming the race tomorrow? Yes, I am. The Friday Night Fenders finale at Homestead will be live streamed here on YouTube.
The boob tube.
4 tenths of a second. Ben Kuhn has the pace. Ben Kuhn
And he's
flying.
definitely making his presence known.
He's going to have a challenge here. Tyler Justice will close it in too. I think Kyle Purcell is in the wall there. Yep, we're going to see a challenge for the lead right now. Or will we? The 48 gets loose off the floor. Oh my goodness.
This is absolutely peak. I don't know what is going on, what has changed, but
There he
everybody's
goes.
driving so.
This is like peak 2014 Gen 6 action is what this reminds me of.
Yes, the racing gods heard me trash talking their beloved speedway and decided to take actions into their own hands.
Tyler Justice into second place. Kyle Purcell, his pace has dropped. I feel like someone takes the lead and they lose pace. It's like a curse.
Yeah, it's a curse. Exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Look at this. Sean Purcell, Daniel Michelle, Jonathan Crosby, and Hoskins. Hoskins in the fight. I don't think he cares that he's 16 laps down. His teammate is 3 laps down. Bednar's is out. It's a rough day for Aftershock. Oh, Michelle, hold on to it. My goodness. Everyone's getting loose. This track has evolved like crazy.
It's
Oh, Michelle, is he around? Does he hold on to it? Overcorrects!
Oh no!
Caution is out.
More involved. Whoa!
John Crosby. Hoskins had a slam on the brakes.
Oh, I don't know. That's gonna probably upset a few people if I had to guess. If I had to take a guess.
That's going to be an EOL surely that's going to be an EOL for Daniel Michelle.
I would be a little surprised if it wasn't. Honestly.
So caution is out once again. And we saw it happening in real time. But we'll watch it again. Oh, bit of a lag there. Okay. Yeah, there was the...
It looks like he just clipped the apron.
Yeah, and then he overcorrected. Got to feel terrible for the 73. He was just trying to drive by.
Innocent bystander involved in, yeah, it's got a rough night for a lot of these drivers, I can imagine so.
So Michelle likely to get an EOL. There it is. Brandon Gass in the chat confirms what we thought was going to happen. and everyone's going to pit. And we are deprived once again of a green flag run for a pit cycle.
Yeah, a couple more of these, and I don't think we're gonna get one at all tonight. Honestly, I don't think we have not had one at all so far. So it's getting.
We still might. We might not at all.
desperate.
58 laps
Yeah,
to go.
honestly, have we ever had a race where we have not had a green flag pit stop ever?
That's a really good question. What comes to mind is Truck Series at WTT when it hit the time limit, but even that might have had a few green flag pit stops. This could set a little record here for the Pro Series.
Interesting. Very. Yeah, I was gonna say it's interesting sight to see, especially for this track of all tracks.
Yeah, it's an interesting little turn of events. Let's go ahead and take a look. If you joining us late or missed earlier, the playoff standings coming into today. Hoskins, of course, won last week. Ben Kuhn leading right now. He is 14 points above the cut line. Kurt Bray needs a win. David Morales needs a win, and Jonathan Green. All those guys, they can point their way in off of technicalities, and they can try and hope to get an advantage over the cars in front. But realistically, Bray, Morales, and Green, they're gonna need a win at some point, unless Kuhn, Fye, Purcell all drop 15, 20, 30 points, which doesn't seem likely with Ben Kuhn leading and Purcell in second right now.
Yeah, and it's interesting to mention Hoskins, even though he has that win, look at the points he has compared to the entire top three-ish. I mean,
tied for seventh.
that win really helped him out a lot. Yeah, exactly. He's tied for seventh, so winning that race helped him out a lot in terms of the playoffs.
It did, especially with a bad run here today. He could be in real trouble if he didn't win last week, but fortunately for him, he's safe. Ben Kuhn sitting with a good chance to win. Kurt Bray, as mentioned, kind of needs a win here. A win would guarantee him into the next round. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens. Coming to green. Can we get another good run like we just saw? Pack racing, that was really great. Hopefully it goes like that to the end. Michelle, last car on the lead lap, P11. He had a bad finish last week. Looking not so hot right now. It's one of those things where that regular season really saving Daniel Michel's playoff run. Coming to green. Green flag in the air. Ben Kuhn leads the way. Kyle Purcell in second. Tyler Justice trying to get a good run up the inside, but that's actually a really good start for the 10 car. Here comes Kyle Purcell around the outside. Off of 2. Does he get a good run? Yes, he does. Down the back straightaway. Kyle Purcell. Can he get it? Ben Kuhn fights back at the bottom. Off of 4. It is Kyle Purcell clearing the 48 car and the new race leader. Let me see a challenge here. Sean Purcell looking to go up the inside of Kurt Bray. An outside lane.
I don't know
coming
if it's
into
what I don't know what's changed, but this racing has become absolutely peak. I have no idea what has changed.
no clue. The free wide
I'm
back here.
all here for it. Yeah, I'm all here for it though. This is amazing.
Morales and Michelle going at it. Michelle battling with lapped cars. He wants to get in front of the 51. They're 3 wide. Oh, snap. Morales.
Uh-oh.
Wall.
Around into the wall again.
Around, backwards. No caution, no caution. We stay green.
That's
We're still green.
super interesting. That's
No caution. Okay.
a little borderline. I get the reason, maybe not for calling the caution, but I think you set aside the downsides just to call it, because if
Whoa.
they didn't call
Oh.
it there, you could have just sit there. Oh.
Ben Kuhn hardened the outside wall. Look at this peck. 3 wide again. 45 on the outside. Tyler Justice trying to make the inside work. We got straight up pack racing with 51 laps to go here at Iowa. 41 to the bottom. Does he get a bit of a bump from the 25 of Michelle? Michelle desperately trying to get up the pack here. That was an interesting no call from the officials. Morales technically didn't impede anybody. I think if he was on the track for about 1 or 2 more seconds, they probably would have had to throw a caution because the leaders were coming down the front straight away. But no harm, no
Yeah,
foul.
I
We got a
mean-
battle.
Yeah, I can get that, but it's a little odd knowing that. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a good chance he's doing that just to get a caution, but what if he's not? Like, he's just sitting there. What if he's actually has a problem with him, you know?
That's true. Sean Purcell to the lead. We got a Purcell 1-2. Inside 50 to go. And the Purcell brothers starting to pull away just a little bit. 0.6 of a second up on third place. Now 0.7. Ben Kuhn, whoever restarts, I feel like loses the lead within a lap or two. Whoever restarts out front, I should say. Well, starting to calm down a little bit. Not really. Ben Kuhn, Tyler Justice, and Todd Lee all fighting. Parker Vance trying to get into the back end of this fight as well. Morales' day might be done for. He's in the pits. He was already, I think, 5 laps down. Sean out front. Could we see a Sean Purcell win to get through to the next round? Remember, if you're a longtime watcher, or fan rather, of the Vantage Pro Series, Sean Purcell missed the playoffs in Season 1 by a singular, solitary, individual point. And now he leads the way with 47 to go. He could advance to the second round of the playoffs in Season 2.
This is definitely going to be interesting if he can.
Paul French calling us Fox
Out
missing
of,
the fight for the lead.
Ah, it's okay. What are we? Professionals?
Morales out of the race officially. Hoskins could theoretically go out there and get 16 more laps and pass him. Here comes Crosby. Jonathan Crosby for second place. Kyle Purcell's pace has fallen off exponentially since this restart here. Oh my goodness, don't look now. Here comes Daniel Michel. Spawning into the top 5 somehow. .45 to go at Iowa. Crosby in second, looking for his first career Vantage win. Kyle Purcell looking to find some more pace. Daniel Michel looking to make a little bit of a comeback. Do we see a Daniel Michel comeback after getting an EOL and having to fight through the pack here?
And it looks like it. He fought his way back from, like what you said, the end of the line all the way up to P4 now. That's certainly no easy task here. So if anyone were to do it, I would have to say it would be Daniel Michel.
Fans at home aren't going to like that one. They're going to think we're perhaps overhyping Daniel Michel. Chat, is Daniel Michel overrated? Could it be? 6-time race winner this season.
He's a Raiders fan,
Oh.
so I'm going to be a little bit biased already.
Trying to climb up the order here. 0.6 of a second. Crosby has knocked out a little bit of Sean Purcell's lead. I don't know what it is, but these drivers get into clean air and they just kind of start losing pace. 0.4. Here comes Crosby.
Yeah, Crosby closing in less than half a second now, just about actually. Oh, he's definitely there. I don't know how long he'll stay there, but if he can,
Here he comes. 0.3 of a second.
yeah, he's closing in on Sean Purcell, who is one of the names you see up front all day here. So seeing, I guess, fresh meat in challenging for the lead here is going to be certainly, I guess. Would you say this intimidating? Seeing someone have so much speed.
Yeah, it's got to
That you're
be
not used to?
a helpless feeling because Sean's fast, but it seems like there's almost nothing he can do here. Jonathan Crosby's closing in. He smells blood in the water.
Yeah, but I think regardless of the winner tonight, this has been so far a great battle. I've been proven wrong. I've been an Iowa hater for the longest of times, so I'm certainly excited to see such a great race tonight.
I feel like the last 45 or so laps of this race have been extremely entertaining, to say the least. Michelle knocking on the door of a top 3. Hightower just in front of him. Looks like he's got some damage actually on that front bumper, does the 25. Newell gets out of the way. Getting lapped here. He's now 2 laps down. Kurt Bray down in 10th, who was once fighting for the race lead. 38 to go. If they do go green, I'm assuming we're going to see some pit stops. Question is, do they go green? Oh, a moment there from the 74.
I think he's getting a little intimidated.
Could be. Jonathan Crosby closing in. Who gets a better run off of turn 4? Whoa! Good save from the 73. John Crosby. After Purcell had a moment in 2, Crosby has a moment off 4, but he holds on to it. Do we see some aero blocking here from the 74?
I think Crosby is just kind of waiting. I mean, we've seen Purcell make a few slip-ups already these few laps without any pressure from Crosby, so I think Crosby is just hanging back for now, letting him make his own mistakes here.
He's trying to
Because
bide his time.
just exactly. He knows he can probably beat him tonight, so why not just get in his head a little bit?
And trying to toy with his food a little bit, perhaps. They both pit on the most recent cycle, lap 127. So they'll both be on the same fuel and tires, I'm assuming. Newell again going a lap down there. Gap is starting to grow. Purcell starting to pull away. So he's starting to answer these laps from Crosby. 33 laps remaining here at Iowa. If any of the top 3, top 4 actually. Well, basically if anyone in the top 7 wins this race, they'll be through to the next round. They're all playoff drivers. Hightower's starting to sneakily close in here. We could be on for a grandstand finish if these 4 catch up to each other.
Yeah, that would make, what, 2-3 weeks in a row of straight banger finishes, so I'm all here for it. It's just a matter of can Crosby close in.
Oh, Hoskins.
Oh,
Hoskins
back on
trying to
track,
come.
and he spun it. Oh no!
Wow. Caution's
Oh
out.
no!
Hoskins comes out on track,
the-
immediately causes a caution.
That is not going to sit well with the racers. I can tell you that.
No, Hoskins had a lot of fanfare last week. Could he be back to
Uh-oh.
being?
And I know a certain
popular.
someone who's in the crowd right now watching is definitely probably on their feet right now.
Yeah, that was not great. Let's see exactly what happened here. Oh, well, we're not going to get a green flag pit stop, folks. It's not going to happen. Not tonight.
Yeah, definitely not tonight. I think with this stop, it should definitely put him within the range. So that might be a first. I think if we can get a stat on that, that might genuinely be the first time we've ever gotten a non-green flag pit stop in the race.
Yeah, here was Hoskins off of 2. Overcorrected there, spun around. I think the worst part is he overcorrected again and spun around again. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna catch up with him. Gonna suck, but he's gonna have to endure probably the torment of the other drivers here for a little bit.
Tyler Fink saying that Hoskins Make-A-Wish week is over, and it looks like it could be. This is a potential race-winning pit stop cycle, by the way. Purcell gets out. These guys are going to be able to go to the end here on these tires, assuming there's not another caution, and assuming they don't have another set of tires. This Crosby, did he stay out? He did. Very interesting. Oh,
Oh,
Purge.
I think
Or not Purge. Slay
has
said.
this changed? Oh, Slay, what does he said?
Said crash gate.
I don't think it was a crash gate. I think it was just him. Like I think you put it in his head, Nico. If anyone,
Me?
you put it in his head Yes, you said that if he had just logged 60 more laps, he would get some more points. So I think he heard that. I was like, okay, might as well, and spun out. So this is your fault in reality.
Well, all right. I guess I'll take the blame there. Brian Newell in
Go
trouble.
back to USRL. All right, buddy. You couldn't even get a win in USRL. Respect it, first off.
Brian Newell in some trouble. Parker Vance and John Crosby. Neither have pit. Stop the count. We have Parker Vance leading a race in gigantic 2025. Crosby did
I
pit.
say, hey, we're past the halfway point. I say just call the race.
Call the
right
race.
now. How much more time? Exactly. I think we've gone more than over the time. I think it's been a little more than 2 hours, if we're being honest here.
Don't bother looking at your watch. I agree. So Crosby only got 2, I think. His pit stop was 9 seconds. Everyone else was around 14 or 15. There goes Ben Kuhn getting a lap back. Was fighting for the lead. He was leading at one point. Ben Kuhn now. Well, we're going to have a dash to the finish one way or another. Predictions, let's hear it now. Do we go green the rest of the way?
No.
You think we're going to see one more caution?
I think so.
At least one more. Okay, well, we'll see here.
At least one more caution.
Question is, do we see more than one caution? Remains to be seen.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a little too tough for me to call. I don't know about that one. I guess we'll have to wait and see, like you said.
We'll see what Parker Vance can do here. 28 laps to go at Iowa. Coming off of turn number 4. Parker Vance in the 27 leads us to green. Look at the jump there. Great start. Crosby under duress already. Sean Purcell up the inside. He's got Daniel Michelle to his bottom as well. And they're, oh my goodness, 3 wide, 4 wide. And that's Todd Lee.
Oh!
Well, they keep it green. They keep it steady. Okay. We're still racing. Here comes Daniel Michelle.
Yeah. So far, so good. Parker Vance still leading this, I'd like to mention.
Yeah, Parker Vance off of 4. Here comes Crosby, though. Oh, Vance is not going to lead a lap. Under green.
Racism.
It
I
is
say we disqualify him just for that.
Jonathan Crosby. And now here comes, don't count him out. Don't ever count him out. Daniel Michelle to the front
Oh, no.
on fresh tires. He's got Sean behind him. Crosby to his outside. He's got the inside. He's got the tires. He's got the lead.
This guy is such a fraud.
The 25 out front with 25 to go. Sean has to get past the 74 or the 73, excuse me, as quickly as possible. Don't look now. Here comes Kyle Purcell. We're gonna have a Purcell fight out front.
Yeah, it's been.
Oh, caution! There it is.
Oh.
Is it?
Who?
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's the
Oh, my
47.
goodness.
From bad to worse to somehow even worse for Hoskins. He brings out another caution. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say either. I'm just. Ugh.
Have you ever seen someone in real time do away with all the good grace they earned in the last week?
A few times. Yes, certainly a few times, but not as bad as this. Oh boy.
Oh, oh boy. Even worse news. Let's see what happened here.
Uh-oh. What do you mean even worse news? Don't just hang us on don't just leave us on a cliffhanger like that.
It was actually Parker Vance in the wall, his teammate.
Oh no.
So it wasn't even Hoskins' fault this time. He was just trying to avoid his teammate who was wrecking. Parker Vance was the man of the hour when he was at the front of the pack here for this restart, and now he just caused his team owner to spin around. Aftershock coming unraveled.
Yeah, it's just been a self-implosion here. Gotta feel for him. That's all I can say.
It's definitely not their day. I'll say that much. Inside 25 to go now.
Yeah, they've definitely had better days in terms of racing here.
That's duality of
This
racing.
is definitely gonna be a day for them to forget. I can tell you that much.
It was a 1-2 just 1 week ago for Aftershock, and now every single one of their drivers is going to be at least 1 lap down. Oh, and by the way, Daniel Michelle out front. So
Bad face.
there's that. Aftershock is shocked after that. That's right, Slay. That was a good one. That's like something I would say.
Yeah.
I'll give you that
And
one.
if you did say that, I'd probably give you a strike, honestly.
Have the biggest sigh of all time. I would be able to hear your eye roll. We're gonna be restarting with about 20 laps to go. Does anyone have anything
Yeah,
for
I
Daniel
give it
Michel?
for you. Um, if Crosby can keep it clean, keep that speed we saw him have earlier in the race, I think he'll be a great threat here
I think
as the laps wind down.
I think his disadvantage is that he only took 2 on the most recent set of pit stops. He was able to keep pace though. But he's going to be on the outside. He's going to have Sean to his inside. I don't know. It's going to be tough. Why is the safety car so... I don't know. Friends, we don't pick the safety car here. It's a standard iRacing safety truck. Sometimes it's a car. Sometimes it's a truck.
Not enough furry stickers on it.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm just kidding. He knows I'm kidding. I hope.
That will not be included in any highlight videos.
Okay.
I'm
All
gonna,
right. I guess I better start apologizing now, right?
I'm gonna cut out every single time you talk from the highlight video.
It just sounds like you're schizophrenic then.
Talking to myself for an hour and a half. All right, coming back to green.
Hey, I mean, you already did that, what, 2 weeks ago? Last week, actually.
Yeah, I do solo commentary quite a
Speaking of
bit.
which, how was that? How was it?
How was what?
The schizophrenic commentary. I know you were dreading that for a while.
Oh, you know. All right, Prince. Anyways, we're coming back to green. Daniel Michel will lead us. He's got Sean right behind him. William Hightower, third in line. Jonathan Crosby outside row 1. Look at the start here. Oh my goodness. Absolutely hammers the throttle and leaves everyone in the dust. Daniel Michel is this good?
Making an absolute joke of these guys. Oh my goodness. What a move from him.
Yeah, he's pulling away here very, very quickly as we see a side-by-side fight for second place. Sean Purcell trying to get there. Daniel Michel looked dead in the water at one point. Well, it's 74, a little bit sideways off of turn 4. We got some more pack racing here. This Kurt Bray, Tyler Justice, Jonathan Green up ahead. We have Hightower, Kyle Purcell. Don't give it up to John Crosby on only 2 tires. He's fighting for second right now. They all drive it in deep. $18 to go. The gap, pretty manageable. Crosby's tires, are they coming to him? He's cleared Sean Purcell. Can we see a Jonathan Crosby? Caution's out.
Oh, for who? Please tell me. Stay in it, so.
It's Todd Lee.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I was going to say, he's not going to live this next one down here.
We're actively scared now for potential Hoskins.
The well-being of Jacob Hoskins, Indian Field.
So Todd Lee is around here, and we did not get that run to the finish here. Caution is out again. TFI getting their money's worth. Her money's worth. Let's see, Todd Lee. Let's see what happened there. We're looking at the 46 car. Oh, send it in a little bit too deep there.
Into the corner, yeah.
He almost saved it.
Saved it initially and just,
Until he
Ooh,
didn't.
It looks like he.
Whoa.
It looks like where he was about to save it, he went over that bump that we mentioned or that was mentioned earlier, so it made it a little more difficult to save the car. Just wasn't enough, unfortunately.
And he's going to come into the pits. His day will be just about done. So Todd Lee, I think he'll lose a couple laps here. We will have 9 drivers on the lead lap. Ben Kuhn going to be in 9th position. There goes Derek Fye getting a lap back. 46 gets an EOL. So it goes from bad to worse. Self-spin, cause a caution, you do get the EOL. We're going to have 15 to go here. We are getting to the nitty-gritty of this event. It's push time if you're the cars behind Michelle.
Oh, yes, definitely. It's just inside 15 to go here. I think when we go green, it will be. So you got to make a move now. Otherwise, you're not going to be in contention for this race here.
Yep, you got to get right behind him.
So it is officially, I think, do or die time here. So we're going to see things get maybe a little crazier. We've already seen the driving standards maybe be a little less than desirable today.
Yeah, luckily no
So maybe
major
this-
incidents. Just
Yeah, I do
self-spins.
remember hearing the pre-race earlier that someone wanted to get payback. I'm not mentioning which drivers are in case they do end up doing said thing, but from the looks of it, as of now, nothing.
Nothing yet. We'll see though. We got
Mm-mm.
a lot can happen in 15 laps. Kyle getting the
Oh, yeah, no
marbles.
kidding.
Not sure what he's doing here. So
But I think we're in for a great race here, or
Oh,
at least a
boy.
great finish. We've already been in for a great race, so I think we're in for a great finish.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what the outside lane does. They've been left in the dust all day. Crosby has some pretty good pace, but he cannot get caught sleeping here. This is dire do or die time. If we go green the rest of the way, who's it gonna be? Daniel Michel leading us back to green. He has Sean Purcell right behind him. Jonathan Crosby to his outside. 1 to green should be this time. Is there overtime? There is overtime attempts if we do get there. But we haven't had an overtime finish in the Pro Series in quite some time, actually. Could that be?
I just jinxed it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, could that be
Did it first.
a curse here? I couldn't even tell you the last time we had an overtime finish in the Pro Series. Maybe Daytona Season 1. It doesn't really happen that often. Someone's fact check that.
Mods,
Mods.
get a life. No fact checking, just get a
Whoa,
life.
all right. Respect the mods, buddy.
I'll respect all but one, and I think they know who they are.
That's crazy. All right, now we're coming to green. Daniel Michel with 14 to go, coming to 13 to go. Chat is ready. Drivers are ready. Pace truck will come in here.
Yeah, let's do this, man. I'm so actually like genuinely hyped.
Here we go.
This race has been great so far.
Green flag in the air. Who can get a good start here? It's another great jump from the 25. Who can get into second place before turn 1? Look at this jump from the outside. Crosby into second place. Does he clear him? He does. Crosby clears the Purcells. Now he has to try and hunt down the race leader. Sean and Kyle going at it
Yeah,
for
it's one
third.
thing to get second place. Now it's one thing to get second place. It's another thing to get first away from Daniel Michel. He's got to reel him back in before he gets too far out of reach here.
0.4 of a second is the gap with 12 laps to go. And look at this. Crosby with a good run off of 4. Cuts it down nearly to 0.3 of a second. As Newell is in trouble. Newell going slowly. We stay green.
I think that, yeah, they're definitely trying to keep this thing green. But I think
There's
they
a
will
smoke.
actually keep it green. So
Yeah. No
yeah,
caution.
there's a lot of smoke here.
No caution. Crosby closing in. He's somehow making those 2 tires work.
Is it going to be enough, though? That's the question.
Is it going to be enough? We're coming. It's a 10 to go. Off of 4. The gap is about 3.5 tenths. I feel like Crosby gains every time down the front straightaway, just a little bit. Michelle gets him in the corners. They're taking slightly different
The
lines there.
legend of Daniel Michel against this rookie out of nowhere. This is a battle for the ages already.
Oh, absolutely. Coming to 9 to go. Michelle gains the advantage there in the middle of 3 and 4. And Crosby gets a run off of 4. It's been about the same. 3.5 to 4 tenths. He's going to have to earn it here, is Crosby. No easy wins. You're going to have to beat the best of the best that the Pro Series has to offer. He's got Michelle in front of him, Kyle Purcell behind him, and Kurt Bray's trying to challenge here. Here comes Tyler Justice. Off of 4. Whoa, Kurt Bray, hold on to it. They're
Getting
close.
down to it. He's
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I was gonna. Crosby's still closing.
Here he comes with a wiggle off of 2. He's really wheeling that car around, coming to 7 to go. 0.2 of a second is the gap for the lead. This is your fight for the race win. Crosby, not in the playoffs, but he's fighting for glory as the 25 has a moment.
Ooh, oh my goodness! What does Kyle Purcell do if these two get together on the final lap? That's a great thing to consider here.
Yeah, you got to
It's
be
not
ready.
out of the questions. The amount of you got to be ready to go in a avoidance. You got to avoid them first before you take the lead.
The gap between second and third is about a second. So it's really going to come down to these two. 6 to go at Iowa. 0.3 of a second between John Crosby and his first win.
Crosby's struggling to close that gap. He gets within that 3 or 4/10 gap, but he just can't seem to close it any further than that. He's going to have to find something fast to close those final three or so tenths down to try and challenge for the lead. Otherwise, there's going to be another Daniel Michel victory here.
Michel ran the high line through 3 and 4 for what I think was the first time there. Trying something a little bit different. I think Michel's tires might be starting to fall off just a touch. It's all driver now. Oh, goodness. Not now. Okay. 0.5 of a second. They're running opposite lines now. Crosby to the bottom. 4 to go at Iowa.
There's a lap car right there.
Slow
That's
car.
going to play a huge challenge between Daniel Michel and Crosby here. I don't know if that lap car is required to get out of the way. If not, he is. He's going to get out of the way right there. You see him on the apron.
Goes into
Not going to be a threat.
pit entry. Coming to 3 to go. Crosby running out of time, running out of ideas. Nearly half a second now is the gap. Can he get there? Does he use the bumper if he does get there? Oh my goodness. Oh, Crosby.
No, and that might be it. I think that
could
might
be.
be it now. There's nothing he can do.
His tires.
He might be out of it, and I think it's going to be another Daniel Michel victory here at Iowa. With 2 to go, I think it's a pretty safe bet.
It could be. The only thing stopping him now would be an overtime finish. All he has to do is get to the line and take the white flag here before this race is official. Crosby still in second. And look at this huge fight for third. Off of 4. White flag in the air. This race is official. Daniel Michel 1 lap away from the next round of the playoffs.
Yeah, so unless something drastic happens to Daniel Michel, he is going to come away with this win.
Whoa!
Speaking of drastic,
There's Kyle down the order. Holds on to it, loses about 5 spots. Off of 4, it's going to be Daniel Michel winning again and advancing to the next round of the playoffs. Daniel Michel wins at Iowa. Second place, John Crosby. Third place, Sean Purcell. In a drag race there, Kurt Bray comes home in 4th. And Kyle Purcell, he's going to be a little bit fuming there. Oh, yep.
Oh, yep, there it is, yeah.
Oh, he's really not happy. Who's he going to take?
Oh, yeah, he is.
He's deliberating.
I don't know.
Okay, maybe he just...
I think he just wanted to get off the track as soon as possible. Wants to get his day done with.
Yeah.
There's a couple guys who missed in pit road actually.
And there it is, burning it down. Daniel Michel wins again. He is through. And what we thought was going to be a Daniel Michel downfall turns into a Daniel Michel victory, as it has so many times.
Yeah, I mean, you can hate on this man for all you want, but you can't deny how great he is when it comes to racing.
Absolutely. He's a winner through and through. 7th win on the season. He is safe.
Yeah, don't worry though. That'll all change once they stop Purge gets in the seat. Trust me, guys. I'm not lying.
Oh, there's Parker Vance. Why not? Donuts for...
Yeah, I mean, might as well. You don't really
B12.
got anything to not celebrate for, honestly. I mean, yeah, your team kind of... I mean, not your... But your... Yeah, I guess your team. You don't own it, but you race for it. Just kind of did bad. But hey, that's, I mean, better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah, you got to feel bad for John Crosby. A great finish all in all, but...
Just to
You
come
know-
up short, especially losing it on the final lap there, or the final, I think, 3 laps ago, just losing it. Could have been your first win turned into a second place forever.
Yeah, that's got to sting, but maybe it'll give him some motivation to come back even stronger. Let's get 3rd place Sean Purcell in here. Sean, it's Nico and Purge in the booth. You got us?
I do.
All right, so a 3rd place finish. You were running up front a lot of the day, back and forth. Got an EOL at one point, and then back to the front. Challenged for the race win. How was this race for you?
I kind of feel like I got one taken away from me. Second straight week, I feel like a lap car has cost me a chance at a win.
Yeah, what exactly happened with that incident there?
I was that last run. I got to the lead on my new tires because I played the strategy well. I had to pass about 5 older tire people, built a 2-second gap on Daniel Michael with 2 cars between us, and I was able to maintain it, just saving my tires, running the bottom, keeping it nice and smooth. And then a guy that wrecked like 4 times already in the race, self spun by himself, laps down, and he started getting going. I'm like, oh, good, not a caution. And I look in my mirror. He's self spun from the apron back onto the track at like 3 miles an hour, brought out the yellow. And I knew that on equal tires and basically equal positioning, Daniel was going to beat me. So I knew it was over at that point. So I'm lucky I salvaged third after that. But yeah, it definitely feels like I got one taken away from me by a lap car again.
Yeah, a tough result here today. You did have the opportunity to win, but like you said, caution there kind of changed everything. Well, congrats nonetheless on the third place. Hopefully we see you in victory lane soon enough.
I appreciate it. At the end of the day, I'm just glad that I'm making it to the next round. I think after these last 2 weeks, I should be good.
Yep, looks like you're pretty safe. Well, congratulations, and we'll see you out there next time.
Thanks.
That was third place, Sean
Well,
Purcell.
normally I would know who he's talking about, but there have been a lot of drivers who spun out today, so he could be talking about anybody at this point.
Yeah, I think he might have been referring to the Hoskins spin there, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, most likely.
Let's get Crosby in here. John Crosby, it's Nico and Purge in the booth. You got us?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good, good. So you had a really, really solid run today. You were running down the leader. You actually caught up to him. Almost had a chance to challenge. Had a bit of a moment with 3 laps to go. Ultimately second place. How was this race for you?
It was fun. It was super good. I had a lot of fun though. Up front, it was clean, and I just couldn't ask for any more. So, just kind of stumbled a little bit with like 3 to go. I kind of got loose and burned up my stuff. So, but that's all right. I'm just happy that we did good, and yeah.
And as I was watching, I was looking at the pit times. It looks like you took only 2 tires at one point when everybody else took 3 or 4 rather.
Yep.
Was that just for track position, or did you know you had the pace to kind of stick with them?
Well, I thought I definitely had the pace, but I guess it was kind of both. So I didn't know exactly what to do, but just maybe a Hail Mary, I guess you can call it.
Well, it kind of worked out in your favor. You almost had it there for Daniel Michel, not quite, but still second place. Good
Yeah.
result. I think this is only your 3rd or 4th start.
Third race.
Third race, yeah. So pretty good stuff there.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So congrats on P2. Hopefully we see you out there next week. And yeah, good luck going forward.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for putting this on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming out.
Yep.
And as he does laps around the Legends circuit,
Nice.
let's get Michelle in here.
Something. Yeah.
Daniel Michel. Well. It's Nico and Purge in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So you got an EOL at one point. You were down in, I think it was 11th place, last car in the lead lap. Had to fight your way through. That late in the race, did you think you had a chance to win?
Yeah, as long as I didn't do the same thing. I pushed a little too hard on the bottom for the amount of tire that I had, and I lost it. I tried to keep it pinned down, keep it low, but then I overcorrected just slightly. It's the setup's a little twitchy, so any sort of input on the right side would just send you straight right.
Yeah, it looked like there was quite a few guys that were self-spinning, having problems with the cars. How difficult was this track to drive out here in these conditions?
Not too difficult. Most of it was just throttle inputs. I want to say great job from Hightower on a controller. It's a really tough track if you're not careful on the throttle, and he was very careful.
Yeah, absolutely. You had the rookie Crosby hunting you down there in the last 10 or 15 laps. What did you think of that battle with him when he was closing in?
I knew the speed was on the high side, and I saw him coming. I knew he was on 2 too, so I was like, he's probably going to have a tighter car. He's going to run the high side a little better because he's going to be able to have that car rotate without it spinning. But yeah, I didn't want to take the top at first because I just wanted to make sure my tires settled in good and I wouldn't be spinning. And once that happened, I warmed up the tires. I was able to maintain my line. I moved up to the top, good, maintained the speed, the gap, and then I saw him fall off a little bit, getting loose, I think, off of 2. So everything was all right.
Yeah, you ended up holding on. Another Daniel Michel win. You're through to the next round, although I think you might have been safe anyways with your massive amount of playoff points. Well, congrats on the win. That's number 7 on the season. I think 8 if you count the All-Star race. And we'll see you out there next week.
Yep, and I'll be in the booth, I think, right? Saturday?
Yeah. Daniel Michel, special guest appearance for the Vantage Indie Special League at Virginia. So that should be fun. Look out for that.
Three-way commentary. That's going to be great.
I'll give you some help with the in-car info. For instance, fuel, tires, stuff like that.
That'd be great to hear. All right. Well, thanks for coming out. Looking forward to hearing from you on Saturday. And congrats on another win.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Daniel. We'll let you go. And Purge, thoughts on the race?
I'll be honest. I wasn't too excited when I heard that Iowa was on the next race. But hey, I got proven wrong. It was a pretty great race all the way through. Had a lot of drama, a lot of, I guess you could say, some reputations tarnished a little bit. But overall, I think that was a really great race.
Yeah, that race kind of had it all. Like you said, lots of ups and downs, lots of drama, lots of great battles, especially the track kind of changed with about 85 to go there. And yeah, it was a really good race overall. We will be back in 1 week's time. End of the first round, Pocono Raceway next week.
Robert Wickens.
Oh my goodness, yeah, should be a good one. Pocono, last year's winner was Kyle Purcell. We'll see if he can continue that trend, go back to back. But without further ado, let's go ahead and wrap up this broadcast, folks. We will see you guys in 1 week's time. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the Friday Night Fenders finale on Forza. Saturday, we got 2 races, Formula America on Forza and the Vantage Indie Special League. Also, both those races are at Virginia International Raceway. Then Sunday, we had the Jeddah for V1 round number 2. Lots of racing coming your way on the Vantage YouTube channel. Check out the race highlights. Check out the meme recaps, the podcast, all of the above. It's all going to be in the link tree. We'll see you guys next time.